Ladies and gentlemen, Linus Type here, and honestly, I didn't see this coming. Some claim that Call of Duty Black Ops 6 is one of the best entries in the franchise's history. If by history we mean the past 3 years, then I'd probably agree. It's clear that the combined efforts of Treyarch and Raven Software managed to surpass the mess of their previous efforts. Not that the bar was particularly high, but they cleared it nonetheless. The real question is this new Call of Duty truly excellent, or does it just seem good compared to its lackluster predecessors? In some ways, the story campaign even outshines Cyberpunk 2077. I can't believe I'm saying that, but it's true. However, before we get into all the positives, and there are many, I've also found 4 issues. 3 minor flaws and 1 potential disaster that no one seems to be talking about. But let's take it step by step, starting with the story mode. Now let's dive into the single-player mode of Black Ops 6. The story kicks off in the winter of 1991 during the Gulf War. You take on the role of a mysterious CIA operative with the codename Case. To give you an idea of how secretive Case is, their anonymity could rival the famous Ghost. Donning a full balaclava, Case is ready for clandestine missions without the iconic skull mask. In one early mission, our enigmatic hero joins a team infiltrating enemy territory to capture a high-ranking ally of Saddam Hussein. After dropping a few bombs and engaging in a brief shootout, the mission seems successful. But from this point, the plot takes a surprising twist. It turns out that the Iraqi officer wasn't being transported by his own military, but by a shadowy group known as Pantheon. And then, as the squad attempts to extract their prisoner, an unexpected face appears. Adler, an old acquaintance. With a single precise shot, he eliminates the target, sending shockwaves through the team. While the squad is stunned, Adler calmly explains his actions, claiming that Pantheon isn't just any mercenary group, but a serious threat embedded with traitors in high places. Before being apprehended, Adler leaves the team with a cryptic code phrase: "Bishop takes the rook." From this moment, the story unfolds into a rich narrative about espionage, secret organizations, biological weapons, and personal traumas. It's a thrilling tale filled with twists and an unexpected guest in the Call of Duty franchise. Decent storytelling. While not overly complex or groundbreaking, the plot is well executed for a blockbuster-style game. The narrative spans roughly 8 hours, filled with espionage, covert operations, and larger-than-life action sequences. Treyarch and Raven Software clearly understood that their campaign wasn't just another shooting gallery, but a spy thriller blockbuster, which influenced the design of each mission. The story's pacing is well calibrated, moving effortlessly between intense firefights and quieter strategic stealth segments. Enemy AI during stealth sections isn't genius level, but it's also not completely blind. Guards patrol routes, chat with one another, and react dynamically to disturbances. This adds a layer of realism and immersion, even if the stealth mechanics are largely optional. When the bullets start flying, you can feel the sharp design choices that cater to both stealth enthusiasts and action lovers. On the other hand, open combat missions embrace chaos. One standout mission has you storming Saddam Hussein's palace in a frenetic firefight. Explosions, relentless enemies, and a relentless pace make it an adrenaline-filled spectacle. The enemies, while not tactical masterminds, can deliver a challenge, especially when armed with RPGs aimed directly at you. The developers have also spiced things up with segments that stray from the usual formula. These include spycraft-inspired missions where you impersonate characters, gather intelligence, or complete objectives without firing a single shot. For instance, you might pose as a journalist, slyly manipulating a senator into revealing key information. Alternatively, you could be infiltrating a secure compound by bluffing your way past guards, picking up environmental clues to strengthen your disguise. One mission even has your team leader posing as a poker player to sneak into a high-security room. Such creative twists keep the gameplay fresh, offering a nice break from the usual run-and-gun chaos. As a nod to the franchise's roots, large-scale action set pieces are still plentiful. Whether it's a high-speed motorcycle chase through the streets of Washington, D.C., or an explosive escape from a collapsing enemy compound, the campaign knows how to deliver blockbuster-worthy moments. One area where Black Ops 6 truly shines is its technical presentation. Treyarch and Raven Software have upgraded the game engine, delivering noticeable improvements in visuals, animations, and environmental design. The impact of gunfire feels authentic, with responsive animations that make every firefight visceral and immersive. Handling weapons is now on par with industry-leading standards, offering a tactile and satisfying experience. Character models deserve special mention. Faces are highly expressive, and motion-captured movements bring a lifelike quality to interactions. Environmental design doesn't lag behind either. From intricate museum exhibits to sprawling Middle Eastern palaces, every level feels meticulously crafted. If the single-player campaign is a refined blockbuster experience, the multiplayer mode is more of a mixed bag. While it introduces some innovative mechanics, it struggles to establish a clear identity. Movement in Black Ops 6 is faster and more vertical than ever, incorporating features like slides, wall hops, and even a new reverse sprint mechanic, allowing players to run backward while aiming. While these additions sound exciting, their practical application feels limited. Combat itself has an unusually high time to kill, which can make advanced movement techniques less effective. Ambushing opponents often results in trading kills instead of decisive takedowns, reducing the impact of clever positioning or skillful maneuvers. Weapon balancing also raises eyebrows. For example, certain SMGs outperform rifles in predictable patterns, creating a lopsided meta. The intricate damage zones on character models, while visually impressive, have minimal practical effect due to flat damage multipliers, such as a mere 28% bonus for headshots. Zombie mode in Black Ops 6 is another polarizing element. For fans of the Undead Wave survival experience, the mode retains its trademark blend of chaos and camaraderie. Featuring deep gameplay mechanics, weapon modifications, and engaging Easter eggs, it offers hours of cooperative fun, particularly during Halloween or themed events. However, for players not already invested in zombies, the mode can feel like an afterthought tacked onto the overall game. While certain narrative elements attempt to tie it to the campaign, these connections are tenuous at best. This leaves zombie mode feeling somewhat disjointed from the rest of the game's tone and themes. Black Ops 6 is a game of contrasts. Its single-player campaign stands out as one of the best in recent years, brimming with excitement, visual splendor, and engaging gameplay. It's clear that Treyarch and Raven Software were given the time and resources to create a polished experience. The multiplayer, however, is far less cohesive. While not inherently bad, it suffers from a lack of focus and several design flaws that prevent it from reaching its potential. The zombie mode remains niche, well-crafted for its audience, but unlikely to convert new fans. With these aspects combined, Black Ops 6 is a strong contender for one of the better entries in the series, especially when considering its campaign. However, the overall package feels inconsistent, leaving room for improvement in future installments.